r/AskReddit, what's the stupidest way you've hurt yourself? I tried to throw a dart into the bullseye on a dartboard that was on the floor, but threw the dart right into my left foot instead. A bar where I used to live placed dartboards about a foot away from the women's bathroom door. Dartboards that took regular, metal tipped darts instead of the plastic tipped ones. Imagine a bunch of drunk people throwing darts while women are trying to walk into the bathroom. I was 8 years old and running home on my lunch break so that I could watch Inspector Gadget, which came on at noon. I decided it would be neat to look down at my feet while I ran, and next thing I know I've run full speed into a parked car. I think I laid like a dead body on the road for a good 5-10 minutes. It hurt so badly. I was late for my Inspector Gadget episode and never told anyone what happened. I thought I had nothing to add, but your stupid self-injury reminded me of mine. I was about 13, riding my bike home, full speed, after buying the newest release of Teen Beat, Teen Girl Heartthrob magazine. I was riding through a plaza, not in the parking lot, but in the walkway. A woman opened the door to the Family Dollar, right in the collarbone. Thrown off my bike, and had to go to the Irvine ambulance. My boy band pics had to wait. Drank from a glass bottle while walking. Knocked out a piece of my tooth. Also knocked out the isinglass. That's the partial lisp from one missing tooth. Alright, so my sister is only 1 year older than me, and when we were very young, me 3 and her 4, we were in the bath together. I guess my mom thought this way was easier. She left to get something, and my sister said that I should dive into the tub like a dolphin. Me, being the idiot toddler I was, decided this was a wonderful idea and I've written. Had to get 3 or 4 stitches and a lifetime of stories told about it. I can hear the bonk from here. Hit myself in the hand with a hatchet. It was so cold I didn't notice until I looked down and saw the blood. As a security guard I was running to deal with an issue and my flashlight came out of its pouch, went between my foot and the ground, stepped on it, and broke my ankle. I wonder if I can jump high enough to hit the door frame with my head. I wonder what happened next. When I was 13 I was walking down my street and there was a bee that landed on me right under my eye. In a brilliant move I brain farted and punched myself in the face trying to swat it away. I was finishing up this intense jigsaw puzzle, which was on a low table, so I spent the entire night crouching on the balls of my feet. The next morning, my right foot turned purple and swelled up to the size of a large orange. I was on crutches for a couple of weeks. Wow. Never thought of puzzling as an extreme sport before. I should warn my retirement-aged mother. My brother was teasing me while I was doing homework. Think I was maybe 8 or 9 at the time, and after a few minutes, I snapped. Took my pencil and went to jab him with the eraser end, so as to not hurt him too badly and get him to shut up. To get a bit more force behind it, I decided to wrap my index finger over the other end, the end with the point. I'm sure you can guess what happened next. A lot of crying and a trip to the emergency room later. I had a pencil point being removed from my finger. Reminds of the video of that fellow who tried to open a beer bottle with a bamboo skewer by smacking it in the bottom with his hand. That mental image made my whole body cringe. I know it sounds very Looney Tunes, but I actually stepped on the head of a rake once, and the handle hit me in the face. Annoyed sideshow Bob groan. Ick. I gave myself a black eye in my sleep. Rolled into the corner of the nightstand. I had a dream one night where the very end of it had me jump off a cliff. Cue a Willy E. Coyote second of time dilation, where I realized I was now off the side of my bed, about to start heading down. I hit the floor to find us wrapped my neck in the tubing for my CPAP. Almost hanged myself. I've sneezed and had a sharp neck pain for a week after. This has happened more than once. I threw my back out sneezing once. That was not fun. As a kid I saw a rabbit on the other side of a fence, so I tried to climb over, knowing full well it was hot wire. Naturally I fell off the wood between the wires and damn near electrocuted myself when I fell onto the wire. Never did get a hold of that stupid rabbit. That pesky warbit. Anybody who has temporomandibular joint knows you can aggravate it in the stupidest ways. When I was in high school I was eating an apple and my jaw completely froze as I was taking a bite. The apple was just hanging from my mouth, suspended by my teeth. I looked like a horse with brain damage. I had to get my dad to extract the apple from my mouth. It hurt like a bitch for a long time. I couldn't chew or talk properly for months, and my entire face was crooked because my jaw was stuck off to one side. It healed eventually, but later I set it off again by eating a cookie. I once set it off by yawning too wide. It sometimes goes off on its own for no reason. I wish I knew what it was like to have a working jaw. I went to take a plate of Totino's pizza rolls out of the microwave. The plate was so fucking hot that I dropped it. Molten cheese bounced up and was burning through my ankle. I went to stick my foot in the sink to run it under cold water, as if I'm flexible enough to stand on one foot and get my leg up that high. I fell backwards and cracked my head like an egg. I had a 3rd degree burn on my ankle, 2nd degree burn on my fingers, and 6 staples to the dome. 4 fucking pizza rolls at age 30. High risk, high reward. You'll get your pizza rolls next time. I believe in you. Jumped from the roof of our house when I was 10 to see if it hurts or I'll survive. When I landed, it was like an electric shock on my feet. I did the same thing, except I used an umbrella instead of parachute, and when my friend asked, "Does it hurt?" I said no, so that he does the same. I was listening to music while getting ready to cook dinner and decided to use the frying pan as a mic. Did one of those look away from the mic to take a breath moments, only to turn back dramatically at a powerful lyric and hit myself in the face with the pan. I once went on my balcony to smoke a cigarette, only I forgot there was no balcony anymore because it was getting fixed. So I broke my leg falling 1 story down. Now the real irony was, my mother wanted to fix the balcony because it was old and she was afraid it might break off and I might hurt myself.